Obsession. A movie that no one's talking about, that doesn't have a budget that's less than $1 million and is about to make over $200 million. I'm not gonna lie, I went to go and watch Obsession recently, and I kind of just want to tell y'all about it. And I did write a couple notes down so I could actually get through this, so bear with me. It was directed by Curry Baker, who literally, I just been getting spam his YouTube skits crazily ever since I watched the movie. So to see him come from that to making this crazy great of a movie is phenomenal. He made a bunch of his movies and, well, not movies, a bunch of his skits with Ian's character, which is kind of crazy. It's kind of like a nice little callback. So we have 4 main characters in Obsession. We have Bear, which is our main character, Nikki, the girl that's obsessed with him, and Ian, his best friend, and Sarah, just a friend to everyone. I highly recommend you watch this movie before you continue this video. Just go and watch it. Go and watch it. Come back here afterwards. Just go. I'll see you in 2 days. So for all the people that have seen the movie, I'll give you just a quick rundown again about the whole movie. So you have these 4 friends who all met at this garage shop that Sarah's dad owned. They all work together and all that. We have Bear, who has a huge crush on Nikki. Has probably had a crush on her for like 2-something plus years of what we know of. And we have other people that's trying to push him forward to actually do that, like his best friend Ian. So at the beginning of the movie, his cat dies, and that's something that's really traumatizing him, but he still goes out and hangs out with his friends. So after they go out, they have fun. Bear got this Willow-Wish to make Nikki feel better for losing her gem. And she does throw in a little jab in there saying, if you really like someone, then no one would know. Hey, I think that was her saying she liked Bear. Afterwards, he cannot confess, he pussies out, and then he wishes for Nikki to love him more than anyone else in the world, and this is where the madness starts. This is where I truly believe that Bear is slowly becoming the villain of the story. Now, the reason why I say it slowly and not at the beginning is because Bear doesn't understand the extent of the wish at first. You know, Nikki's coming on to him strong. He's like, yo, what's going on? Like, the girl I like is pressing me hard and she really wants to hang out with me. So he's kind of confused, but he's going with it. Until the next day, talking about this with Ian and all that. And we see a little look from Ian that like, no, like this can't be happening. And so then you see a montage, the relationship developing, them hanging out all the time and all this. And you're just starting to see that, wow, maybe his wish really did work. And then they get to the dating scene. And they on a date, and earlier she told Bear that her dad had cancer, the one that she doesn't talk to, so that Bear would feel bad for her, would not be mad at her. And then Ian calls up and saying, yo, is this Bear? Yo, her dad does not have cancer. And that's when you start tweaking your head a little. You're kind of like, what's going on here? And as the movie progresses, because I really think you should watch the movie, you see her become more and more obsessed with Bear. There's one scene, if you've seen the movie, the car scene, you know that's the only scene that I audibly gasped in the movie theater. Because I genuinely was not expecting that to happen at that. I don't watch horror movies, so maybe that was more predictable for some people. I knew something was going to happen, but I didn't know it was going to be that extreme. And the reason why it got to that point is because of the wish. She needs to love Bear more than anyone else in the world. And there's people like Sarah that was starting to develop more in general feelings for Bear, starting to like him more. Because you didn't know, during the call scene at the beginning of the movie, Nikki was actually talking about Sarah, like kind of insinuating that she has a crush on Bear, but Bear didn't see her like that. But as you see the movie go on, Bear's like, yo, I kind of like Sarah, like maybe not romantically, but definitely starting to understand her, starting to appreciate her, starting to be that person for her. And so, yeah, like it goes to a bunch of things, and we realize that there's 2 different theories to this. And I'll get back to that. Let me finish the Bear thing. So Bear, the movie ends with Bear taking a bunch of pills because he called the wish thing, and which is another thing that makes him a villain, is that he wanted to alter his wish because he saw Nikki was going crazy. There's scenes where she peed on herself and pooed on herself. There's scenes where she screamed demonically. She duct taped his door so he couldn't escape. And he still wanted to try to like alter the wish so that he could still have Nikki love him at an unconditional level, but not to be crazy. And so then the movie ends. Eventually, Sarah dies. Oh, well, spoiler alert. Sarah dies. Ian gets shot by a gun because Bear tried to get him to use the Willow-Wish, but Ian didn't believe it. So then he broke it, saying, I want $1 million. And he got $1 million. And then for some reason, he went to Bear's house to tell him that he got $1 million, even though Bear was there. Like, I feel like that's a little plot hole, but that's It's my opinion. It's my opinion. And so Ian dies, and then Bear takes a bunch of pills so that Nikki will be free. Even though now, when she comes back to normal, she's gonna see all her friends are dead and all the blood's on her. And which is another thing I was telling my girlfriend about is that, bro, Nikki's done. Like, after she gets out this trance, bro, she's going to jail for life. There's no saving her. She's genuinely so cooked. Which just makes Bear even more of the villain, because he put her in such a horrible position to the point that even if she did save her at that point, it was GG. And there's a bunch of theories that I want to get into now, is that, like, there's no demon. I know some people think it's a demon, but I think it was just Nikki actually did care for Bear, and the love and care that she had, the wish ramped it up to the point so extreme, as you've seen in the movie. And then obviously another theory that I was thinking about is Nikki's final wish, that you saw how Bear came out the room, and even at the end, he was still pussy because he wanted to take the pills out of his throat. But I think her final wish was for Bear to love her, as much as she loved him, so that they would be equally crazy for each other. So obviously, it's up to interpretation what her final wish was, but that's what I believe. And I just want to say, Nikki's acting, phenomenal. She was a phenomenal actor. There's a bunch of scenes where she's scary, but there's only like one or two scenes. Like the car scene, I was kind of terrified because I was not expecting that. But yeah, I think she did a phenomenal job acting. She really made that creepy thing like actually work. And lastly, there was talked about alternative ending, and where Nikki also killed herself. But I do agree, and I do like the direction they chose, where it's way more dark and traumatic. That Nikki lived, and now she has all this trauma. And like I said, she's going to jail for life. She is not escaping this crap at all. So yeah, that was Obsession. If y'all like the videos, like the videos. I literally just ranting and just having stuff in the background. That's all these videos are going to be now. Yeah, hope y'all enjoy it. I would try to make more. I don't know if I'm going to make more, but I'll try to make more and just do this kind of style. I think I prefer this style. Like cut out and just have the stuff in the background, or just have a white background, whatever. Just have something there. So yeah, see y'all in a bit. Peace.